and welcome to my Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. I'm so happy to be here with you every week in the middle of the week to make a layout and have some fun with you scrapbooking. And, it's such an important thing to give yourself that time sometime during the week for you to spend doing something you love to do. And I definitely love scrapbooking with you guys. So it's so great to be here. And I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving last week. Those of you who celebrated Thanksgiving last week, I hope it was awesome. I had a great time. I took my one of my granddaughters to the movies, and we saw Zootopia 2. And then Sunday, I went to see the next series in the Wicked movies, the second movie, and it was fantastic. I love it. So I highly recommend going to the movies and seeing something that you love to watch. Definitely brings back a lot of childhood memories going to the movies, because that's the only place we could see movies. Remember that? Remember those times when you couldn't watch a movie on your phone or your iPad or your TV? You had to go to the movie theater to see the latest release. And I'll tell you, it was a blast. And I love to share that love of going to movies with my grandkids. So I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend like I did. And I'm looking forward to tonight because we have a lot of great things happening. I don't know if you've been out to my website lately, but if you haven't, please get out there fast, because there is a 60% off sale going on right now on select products. There are collections in this sale. There are border punches in the sale. There are border maker cartridges, stickers. There are photo pencils and clips, and I think there are some recipe templates out there. So I did post the list of all of the items that are included in this sale out on my Facebook page. But an easier way to get out there and see what is on sale is to go out to my website. And you can do that by hovering your phone camera over my the QR code over here on the left side of your screen, and go check out the sale. You're going to find the sale under deals and sale on my website. That's the menu at the top. Go to deals and then sale. And you'll see there's a lot of items that have already sold out. So you'll see what's left on the 60% off sale. Another fun promo that we have going on right now is last chance bundles. If you buy one of these discounted bundles, then you get a free project playbook for that bundle. And a project playbook is a booklet of ideas, and normally there's around 6 projects, 2-page layouts in this booklet, 6 2-page layout projects, and that you can make with that bundle. So go check that out, because that's a great deal. They not only have they discounted it, but then you also get this free download of some project ideas for that bundle. So it's a great time to get some great deals for sure. End of year is always an awesome time to grab a few of those items that you've been looking at all year. And if you remember, last week we used the I Am Grateful To collection for our layout. Just hold this up here real quick. This is one of I think there's 4. This is one of the 4 bundles that is in that sale. So we're going to look at my finished layout from last week just to refresh your memory. And then we're going to make a new layout using both of these bundles, the I Am Grateful To, and then also Gem Tones. That is also one of the bundles that is on sale right now that you get that free download. So we're going to use these tonight for our layouts. I see some people jumping on. I would love for you to say hi and let me know where you're watching from. I love to say hi to to you all. And so be sure and say hello. And it's weird. I can't see my chat right now. I'm not sure if that's working tonight. You know, technology just sometimes does not cooperate with us when we want it to. But that's okay. Be sure and say hi. If I can't see it right now, I go back and read all of the comments and everything on the videos. So I will read it later, but we'd love to see where you're joining from. And I'd love to hear about the projects that you're working on right now. You know, it's a great to get ideas from each other. That's what we do here tonight is we get some ideas, and we'd love to get some ideas from you guys on what you're working on. And what collections you're using. Maybe you've already shopped the 60% off sale. Let us know what items jumped out at you and you purchased during that sale, so we can get some ideas on, you know, things that we may want to purchase too. All right. So I am going to jump over to my table right away. We're going to get to it. We are going to work on this project tonight, this layout. So here are the two collections that we talked about. We talked about the Gem Tones and the I Am Grateful 2 collections. Two beautiful collections, and there are some pieces that coordinate together. I don't know if you know this, but when we have a new collection, like right now, we just had the tropical collection come out this week, and there are 3 or 4 collections in the product line that coordinate with that collection. So we always have that fun option to mix and match the collections that you're using. So be sure and check that out. I always include that in my emails, and it's a picture of. I don't think I have it available now. I'm talking about it. I wish I had it up. Let me see if I can talk and click at the same time. But I always include the picture of which cardstocks coordinate with the new collections, and then it has which collections coordinate with that collection. Okay, give me just a second. I was able to find this, and I'm going to quickly take a picture of this so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to download this and upload it here, and then I'll jump back over to my table real quick. But that is the great thing. I mean, having these coordinating cardstocks and collections, it just makes it so much easier to decide what pieces you want to use in your layout. There we go. I guess I didn't have to jump back over. So like I said, the latest collection that came out this week is called Tropical words. I just forgot hold on just a minute. I just forgot the name of the collection. Okay. I'm going to just pop over to my website because that's the easiest way so that I can give you the right name. Tropical Garden. Thank you. I knew it was, well, I wasn't close to it. Dream was not close to it, but I'm dreaming of being in the tropics. But anyway, the latest collection is called Tropical Garden, and you can see that out on my website. It is available right now as the Buy It All bundle. So if you buy it now, if you buy everything in that bundle, you get it 10% off until December 12th. And it's a beautiful collection, as you can see here with the color of the cardstock that coordinates with it. This deep orchid is a new color in our product line, in our cardstock product line. So the cardstocks are here at the top in the circle. The Deep Orchid, like I said, is a new one. And then Island Waters, Canary, Pink Razzleberry, and Dark Green are the coordinating cardstocks. And then you can see that in the collections, Painted Garden, Heartfelt Noteworthy Days, and Sun Soaked, all three of those collections coordinate with the Tropical Garden collection. So it just makes it so much easier to find that combination of papers that you want and embellishments, because it's already all coordinated for you. And for me, that is just such a big win, because it's just faster, and it's just very helpful to have that at my fingertips, available at my fingertips, to know which cardstock and collections coordinate together. So I apologize. I cannot see your comments, and I really hope you're commenting. Please keep them coming. I must have clicked on something and it's not displaying for me. I'm afraid to click on other things. Let me just try here. Oh, that's not what I want. I just cannot see. I just can't see your comments. I apologize. I'm not sure what I've done, but okay, we'll just keep moving right along. Unfortunately, I just don't know how to make them display. Normally they display automatically. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. All right. So last week we used the I Am Grateful To collection to make our layout. And it's funny because I didn't have any idea that this collection was going to be part of the bundle sale, but I'm glad it is, so that you guys have seen it up close and you can see how beautiful it is, how lovely the papers are. I'm going to use this for Thanksgiving because it did have the phrase "so grateful." So once I print my Thanksgiving pictures out from this year, I'm going to use this layout for those pictures. And we used the vellum. Now the vellum is not included in the bundle, but it is still available to purchase. So if you purchase the bundle, you can add the vellum to your cart as well. But what you do get in the discounted bundle is the paper pack, which I think we looked at it last week. And it's such a cute paper pack. It reminds me of summer. Even though I'm using it for fall, I feel like there's a lot of summer and fall colors in here. So it's very versatile. And it's got a lot of, I would call them neutral colors. So you can use them for a lot of different things. I love the grid paper. I love using grid paper. Pretty mustard color here. And then this beautiful stripes, which definitely reminds me of summer. A lined paper, which could be used for any of your school layouts. And this pretty polka dot blue. I love the polka dot blue. And then on the other side is a white with multi-color polka dots. So we're actually going to use this polka dot blue for our layout tonight. And I'm going to use this from the I Am Grateful To collection. I'm going to use the polka dot paper. Let me just grab the other one here. It's hiding from me. There it is. All right. So I'm going to use those two pieces from the I Am Grateful To collection. And so I'm going to set those aside for now. Another piece that you get in the bundle is you get the paper pack, you get these cute puffy stickers, and they have that shine coating on them. So they're shiny, puffy stickers, and they're really cute. Lots of cute sayings. And then you also get this pack of really pretty flowers. And I love these outlined flowers, black and white outlined flowers, really pretty. So that's what you get in the I Am Grateful To bundle. The puffy stickers, the die cuts. Oh, and the frames. I'm sorry, I forgot about the frames. You get these frames that we used in our layout last week. You get the frames of a frame, I think is one. I had 2 packs of them, but you get a frame with the set of flowers in the collection. I'm sorry, in the bundle as well. So paper pack, frame with flowers, and the So Grateful saying, the puffy stickers, and the die cuts. That all comes in the bundle. And I want to say it's $20 for the bundle, for the I Am Grateful To bundle. So that's one of the bundles that's on sale on my website. I'm going to set that aside. And then another one of the bundles that we're going to use a piece from is the Gem Tones. Gem Tones is exactly that. The tones look like gems, and so they're really brilliant colors, really bold, and just gorgeous colors. I just love the tone of these blues and teals, pretty leaves. Oh, okay. So that's the paper pack. I've already moved on to the stickers. You get these 3 sets of border stickers in this bundle that is on sale, a discounted price on sale. And then the paper pack is here. Really pretty teals. Again, I just am a teal lover. Some dark, just elegant looking. And to me, what I see here, you guys tell me what you would use this for, but what I see here is my heritage album. I could see using this for my heritage album. I just love these floral prints. I think they're just gorgeous. And some leaf prints and some different shapes and some more florals. So pretty. Pretty blue. This one's very busy, but really pretty. That's like a navy on the back. This is a really nice neutral with little shapes on them. I don't know what kind of shapes you would say those are, but circles and something else and another shape with a really pretty teal floral on the back. Look how beautiful that is. Again, for me, I would use this for my heritage album. It just reminds me of, I don't know, some good old days, some pretty wallpaper, some vintage times, you know, something like that. All right, so that is the Gem Tones paper pack. And then with this bundle, okay, so we've looked at the paper pack and the border stickers. With this bundle, then you also get a laser paper pack. And I love our laser cut anything. I love our laser cut borders. I love our laser cut paper packs. They're just so intricate and beautiful. And they're usually double-sided, and these are. So it might be a good idea to grab 2 of these because it's really hard to decide which laser cut side you want to use in your layouts. And then you have this circle pattern. I'm going to lay this on top of this one so you can see it. The circle pattern, which is gorgeous. I could see putting maybe some pictures in here, but then also some decorating in here, because in the die cuts that you get with the bundle, they did include some fun circle sayings that you could put in these little circles here. Oh, maybe they want these. There's like several of these. There's also some pretty flowers that you could put in these circles here, like so, with the circle on top. Oh yeah, doesn't that look nice? That really stands out. And these die cuts have that gold foil accent to them, so they're real fun to have on your layout. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. so, like I said, it's just so easy to make the layouts when you have all of these pieces already coordinated for you. I don't know if there's a third one of these. Not seeing it jump out at me in the tray here, but there may be. And maybe that one you just put a different circle in. You put smile. Smiles. So there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. And then the last piece in the laser papers that you get with gem tones is this beautiful frame, and it is double-sided as well. This one has a cute design on it. Again, it reminds me of a vintage look with the little dots in the square pattern. Just beautiful. I love it. All right. So I love these laser papers so much. So that is what we're going to use tonight. We are going to grab this larger size. And like I said, we're going to use this polka dot paper from the I Am Grateful To. So just mixing and matching. Do you ever end up with pieces from a couple different collections and you want to mix and match? You know, you want to use every item up. So mixing and matching sometimes happens because you have bits and pieces from several different collections. And when I put these two together, it just really, well, I'm just a blue person. You guys know how I love blues. But when I put these two together, it just looked so striking to me. I just wanted to use these together. And the polka dots, I just think that matches so well with this laser paper. The polka dots are the same tone. So like I said, this is from I Am Grateful To, and this is from Gem Tones. So, you know, you can mix and match between the collections as well. And what I want to do here is I want to cut it in half, and I want it to be in the center. I think we've done this style before. I just love the way that looks. I love having that a piece that goes across your left and right side of your layout. I just think that looks awesome. And I think it makes it so cohesive because it just blends your left and right together like it's just one, you know, one piece. So I'm going to cut this in half. And I apologize if you are just joining. My chat is not displaying for me tonight, so I cannot see if you're commenting right now, but I would love for you to comment. I will go back and read your comments after we're done. I always do that anyway because I love to reread what everybody wrote in case I missed anything. So please leave your comment. Please tell us where you're joining from because you guys can probably see each other's comments. It's just me that can't see them tonight. Ugh. All right. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Okay, so let's measure. Does this measure 12 inches? Does look like it's 12. All right. So I am going to cut this in half. So it would be at the 6-inch mark that we're going to cut this right there. And hopefully, yep, that is the half. And then we are going to use our photo tape because this is a heavier cardstock weight. And we are going to use our photo tape on this centerpiece. That is going to be on your left and right side. Like so. Now, for those of you who don't have these laser cut papers, another way to do this is to grab a piece of 12 by 12, grab one of your border. You could do a frame if you want to do one of your border frames and use a piece of 12 by 12 and cut out a frame and then cut that in half and put it on 2 pieces of paper. So there's definitely ways to do this without having the laser paper available. And you could also take just a, scrap of paper and cut it in half and put it on both sides. So lots of options for doing this style of layout across 2 pages. You could also grab some border stickers and put them around the edge of your scrap piece of paper. That's another way to do it as well. So lots of different ways to accomplish this layout. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, right? Okay. So we're just going to lay that right here on the edge between the two. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our latest tool to do that. Mine arrived last Friday, I think. And I think I told you guys last week that I should have it by this week, and I do. So this is the latest tool that we have. And right now it's only available to advisors. So let me know if you are interested in one of these. It's I'll call it another version of our 13-inch mat. The difference, let me move my papers real quick. The difference between the two is, I don't know if you ever noticed it, but in the old mat, there was a space and it was meant to be for you to write your name on it so that everybody knows whose mat is whose at a crop. But they took that out because it's just as easy to write your name on the back with a Sharpie, so that it's not, blocking this grid line here. Your, which degree is this? 90, 60, 40, 30. I guess it's one of the 30s. So as not to, get in the way of this line here. So they took that out. I was trying to see if they changed anything else. Looks like everything. Oh, you can see the terrible smudge marks I have on my old mat. I guess it was time for a new mat. It looks like everything else is the same. I don't see anything different except, of course, the beautiful Creative Memories blue color. Looks like they still have the centimeters and inches. I think everything else looks the same. Oh, but one other thing too is our new branding. They do have a new branding. You can see that the old branding used our shutter flower as the O in Memories. And now it's just the regular O, and the M is italicized. So it is a different font, and no more of the shutter flower for the O. So there we go. And I tell you, I do love this blue. It really stands out right now on my table. So I'm going to have to get 2 of these so I can do my side by side. Now, another thing that they came out with is the ruler. The ruler that fits down on top of this mat and has like a little indent or groove at the top and the bottom, so that it is butting up against, it's right next to, it's hooked on your mat. And it also has some of that rubbery, it's not like real thick or anything. It's a thin piece of that non-slip stuff, tape, or whatever you call it, at the top and the bottom, so that it's not going to shift while you're using it. And so many times you guys have seen me use my T-square, which I loved it when I got my T-square, and I still love my T-square. The only thing is I really had to watch to make sure that my T-square was on straight. and on firmly on the bottom of my mat so that it wasn't crooked, because the reason I use it is I want to use it to lay down a picture and get it straight on my page. So let me get a little photo. So I use it to arrange my photo mats so that they're straight. So I really had to pay attention because it didn't really have anything at the top to keep it right next to my mat so that I knew it was straight. So I still love my T-square. I'm sure I'm going to still pull this out to use it for other things, or maybe still the same things. But that's what I love about this one is you have that groove at the top and the bottom. The only thing I noticed is, I mean, there has to be a little bit of give so that you can slide this on the mat. So there is a little bit of give where you could get, your ruler could be about 1/8 of an inch crooked. So I don't know if you saw that, but let me do it again. This is straight. This is crooked. This is straight, crooked. It does move a little bit. Like I said, about 1/8 of an inch, it moves. So you still want to make sure it's straight on your mat, but you definitely have less risk of having your picture be crooked with this one because it has that groove at the top and the bottom. Now, not only can you use this for placing your pieces, but you can also use this for measuring. I'm trying to find a piece of white here. Let me grab this cover sheet. Because on it is the 0 centering ruler. So there we go. So if you have one of our 0 centering rulers, it looks like this. Oh, but that's really upside down. Nope, still upside down. There we go. Our 0 centering rulers, which are awesome for finding the center of a piece of paper. So a 12 by 12 or whatever size paper, it helps you find that center point of the paper. Well, now you have that in this ruler that not only helps you line your pieces up straight on your layout, but you have a 0 centering ruler right here. So you have one piece to take with you to crops instead of 2 pieces to take with you to crops. Hey, any way I can save some room and space to add something else to take with me, I am all for it. So awesome. I love this idea. Now, not only did we come out with this ruler, we also came out with some pieces for our custom cutting system. And you may recognize these. This is before my time of being a Creative Memories advisor, but they had similar products like this in the old Creative Memories. And I don't know if they hooked on to the cutting mat, but these do. Just like the ruler I just showed you that has the ledge on the top and the bottom to put on the side of your mat, this does as well. Also has that non-slip piece at the top and the bottom, just like the ruler does. So I have not played with these yet. Like I said, I just got them in the last couple days. So I haven't even had a chance to play around with them, but they are, like I said, they are part of the custom cutting system. So you're going to use your red, blue, and green blades to make these fun wavy patterns. So if you remember the decorative trimmer that we used to have in our line, now this is the very old CM. You guys, if you have a newer one, it's white. But this is kind of to replace that decorative trimmer because this is no longer in the line. They discontinued this trimmer. But now you have this style wave, you have this style wave, this style of line, and this style of a zigzag. So, you know, you have 4 different shapes here with your custom cutting system. And again, so easy to travel with these because not only do I have these long pieces, I also have my die cuts and those things. So all of this is going to fit nicely in one of our tool organizers. They fit perfectly down in a tool organizer. And I'm saying that, and I wish I had it here to show you in front of me. I know it's sitting around here somewhere. I am in the process of getting ready to go to a crop. My weekend crop is this weekend, and so my scrapbooking room is torn apart as always is. But this is the size of one of our tool organizers. This is actually, as you can see, it's my Rainbow Dot border maker cartridge organizer. I'm packing up. I'm only taking a few because it's a 3-day crop. So I try and be conservative and not bring my whole scrapbooking room to the crop. But I have these packed up for this weekend. And then these are the die cut plates for that die cut that I demonstrated for you guys several weeks ago. That will be coming out in our 2026 product line. If you want one early, please send me a message because I do have some bundles for sale that include these plates and the machine and some die cut and some dies. So anyway, so what I've decided to do was just take a few of my cartridges, and then I have space for my die cut plates, and I have space for my templates. They fit perfectly down in here, and I'm sure they're going to be nice and safe. They're not going to move around a bunch because I'm going to put some other stuff in here as well. So that's how I'm packing those up to take with me to my crop this weekend. All right, let me set this out of the way. There we go. All right, so thank you. I just wanted to share these fun new tools with you, and I can't wait to use them tonight for the first time with you guys. I haven't tried these out. Haven't had a chance to try these out. Like I said, I'm tearing my scrapbooking room apart to get ready for this weekend. So anyway, let me get this piece of paper out of here, and we're going to put our background piece of paper here on the 13-inch mat. Get it lined up nice and straight on the mat. And then we're going to use our new tool to help us line up this piece of paper. And again, just make sure that the bottom is snug up against the mat. You know, there's a little bit of give, but there has to be because you want to be able to slide it back and forth. So just need to make sure that it's straight. And then we're going to line this up on the edge. Like so, and we can just double check to make sure that it's nice and straight. Oh yeah, I can always use, you know, with those times when you say, if I just had another hand, this just feels like another hand I have here. You're helping me out. You're keeping me straight, and that's what I need, is another helping hand here. All right, so I think we've got it. So I'm just going to peel off a little section of the backing on my photo tape so that I can line it up. I don't want it to stick down just yet everywhere. I want to get it lined up again. On the edge. And then I can just double check it with my ruler here. Make sure it's straight. Looks pretty good. I'm going to hold on to it because as you take the rest of the backing off, you don't want it to shift. There we go. I just love that photo tape. That's the one thing that one of the things that I have to have in my supplies at all time. Okay, so let's do the same thing then with the other side. And then we get to decorate. Ooh, we get to decorate with those fun flowers. I'm definitely a flower layout lover. Flowers, I think, are my go-to for my layouts. I don't use them much on my grandkids' layouts so much. Maybe not this type of flower. Maybe I would use a flower that looks more for a child layout than for a grown-up layout. I try and keep my grandkids' layouts looking like kids and not old Nana like me. All right. All right, so let's just slide this over, and we're just going to make sure it's straight. Looks like it. Actually, it might need to come over just a smidge on the bottom here. I'm going to peel it back up. Nope, I don't need to. I just need to adjust. There we go. I think we're good now. Okay. I think we're good. Just a very easy, simple idea of how to use laser papers and how to have that cohesive look across your layouts. And like I said, use your imagination for this centerpiece. If you don't have a laser paper like this, take a 12 by 12 piece of paper and use one of our border punches and cut your border all the way around, or use a frame punch and cut your frame all the way around and then cut it in half. Or use a piece of 12 by 12 paper or whatever size. It doesn't have to be 12 by 12 to put on your paper. And then use some border stickers or make a border. For those of you who are Cricut lovers, you could always cut this out with your Cricut. That would look beautiful too. All right, so let's do some decorating now. I'm going to move the ruler out of the way and bring in our beautiful die cuts that are part of this collection. Just going to lay some out and see which one catches our eye. Here's one that's in this color of blue. That's pretty. And then, of course, we have all these really fun, elegant looking flowers. Definitely want to have some space for our journaling. So these little cards are great for that. And they've got some fun tags with little sayings on them. And then we saw the little circles earlier tonight that we put on the other piece of laser paper. This one's really pretty, and it has the blue in it. That's here in the centerpiece. Oh, very fun. Okay, so this one definitely would look nice. It's got, it's a neutral tone. All right, let me lay some photo mats out here for us so we get the idea of what kind of size pictures we're going to lay down. And just to get a visual, it's nice to see, to fill in some of the blank spot here in the layout and see how it's going to look. So this is a 3.5 by 5.5 picture, and that fits beautifully on the side of our center piece. Yeah, and you can get 3 of those. So we can do the same thing on the other side. And you don't have to do photo mats. I know we cut photo mats a lot together for our layouts, but you can put your picture directly on the background piece too. I just like to do the mats. I just feel like it brings out the picture more, and you can see it just highlights the picture so you can see it much better. All right, now where was that? Okay, so we have this little tag here. Maybe we can put on the bottom of a picture somewhere, or like on the corner of a picture. Something like that. Yes. And then I love to do little sayings on the picture at the bottom. Better together. And then we've got these cute little hearts. Could go on this side. Like so. Oh, and speaking of hearts, I am a heart lover too. Flowers and hearts definitely are some of my favorite pieces to decorate with. And I also love a good corner. And this one, these die cuts have the little corners in it, and it's the foil kind. So that is great to highlight one of your pictures, like so. Just to highlight a picture. And maybe if you do it up in that upper right, maybe then you do the other two down in the lower left. I like to be symmetrical and have the same thing on each side. I like a balance. Okay, so we've got that, and let me turn this piece off here real quick. There we go. So you can see we've got the corners in this picture, and we've got the corners down on this picture. There's some hearts here as well. And then we've got our journaling box. I'm going to leave that out. And then let me grab a couple 4x6 pieces, photo mats. And we could do a 4x6 on this side in the portrait, because these are all landscape. So you want to have a variety of directions of your pictures, right? So now you've got a spot for portrait and landscape directions. And then these little squares, I just love a 4x4, and I think that's what's going to fit right in there. A 4x4 is great for your pictures, because you can crop down a picture that's in landscape or portrait into a 4x4. I use a lot of 4x4s in my layouts. And I'm okay with having this covered up, because I can still see, well, the edge is just the best part of this, but I can still see a lot of that blue. So I'm not worried that I'm covering it up, because I can still see a lot of that blue. And I can still see the edge of that laser paper. I just love it. I love it. I feel like, though, we need a flower somewhere. Let's grab a flower and one of these guys, and maybe a leaf. Just a bigger piece. We've got a bunch of smaller decorations. Let's try a bigger one like this. So there was 3 pieces, a leaf, and then the big flower, which the 2 of those together, and then the top, that looks very good. Or you can add this top 3rd piece. Of course, then you're covering up a lot of the foil that's in this flower. You can't really see this foil too much, but it's still a cool effect. It still looks really cute. And then you put this on top of it. So a 3-piece flower or a 2-piece flower. I guess I like the 2-piece better, because I like to see that foil. But there we go. Then you have a bigger decoration here. You've got the tag up here, and then the bigger flower right here. And you could do one in the center here as well, like that. Or you could do, I had those hearts out and I didn't put them down. You could do a foiled heart. And they have 2 different sizes in this die cut pack. So you could do something like that. There we go. Now I lost my journaling box. I lost a spot for my journaling box, but I don't know that we'll use this one now because we added the 4x4s. But you can use one of the 4x4s as your journaling. I have the lined paper that I like to put in there, but you can use, whatever you have in your stash. Maybe we just put that inside the 4x4 mat. Oh, we could put it this way. There we go. You could do something like that. There we go. Well, thank you, ladies. This was fun. I'm so sorry that I cannot see the chat because I always like to say hi to you guys and see who's joining. So if Janice and Sue Ellen and Gail and Lisa and Kathy and Kim, thank you. I'm thinking of Rita and Janine and Janice. I said Janice. Jean, all of you ladies, if you guys are watching, I sure appreciate you. And whoever else is watching, I appreciate you joining too. Like I said, I will read them after the video ends. And you guys have a great rest of your evening. I hope you have some time tonight or sometime this week to be in your scrapping space and enjoy your scrapping space. Maybe, just sitting and relaxing and taking a moment is what you need this week. So please do that for yourself. We all need to take some time and have a few minutes to unwind and relax and do an activity that we love to do, right? So do that for yourself this week. And I will see some of you this weekend. I'm so excited to see you at my scrapbooking weekend this weekend. And we're going to have lots of fun. It is a Christmas theme, so be sure and be very Christmassy in your wardrobe and your table decorations. Just a hint, I am going to be wearing Christmas pajamas all day on Saturday. So I'm declaring Saturday our pajama day. So please feel free and join me and bring your favorite Christmas pajamas. And that reminds me, don't forget, if you are looking for some time to dedicate to scrapbooking, come and join me at my January retreat. And this one is at the Hilton Garden Inn in Beaver Creek. I would love for you guys to come and spend the weekend. It is a Thursday through Sunday. And if you're going to be joining me, please let me know and I will send you the link to book your room if you're going to stay over. You do not have to stay over at the hotel. If you are live nearby, and do not want to book a room, that's totally fine. You can just attend the crop. But if you're going to book a room, please reach out to me because I have that link for you to get the discount on your room. So there is my email address in the bottom right corner of your screen. Just send me an email and I will get that link out to you. But I can't wait for this crop as well. We had so much fun last year. We had so much fun at my Houston crop, which is coming up this weekend, and my January crop. So I know that we're going to just have so much fun again these times too, in December next weekend and in January. So I hope you guys will join me. I've got a lot of fun things I'm planning for 2026. So please stay tuned. I'm going to be, with you every Wednesday. We're going to do our Friday night virtual crops, and we're going to have lots of fun virtual crops throughout the year. So stay tuned because we've got a lot of great things coming up. All right. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see some of you this weekend, and then the rest of you I will see next Wednesday. Good night.